What's up, folks? My name is Melvin, and welcome back to this amazing place that we call the internet. Now, if it's something to take away from the generation I grew up in, is that we really do cherish the media that we were surrounded by in our childhood, whether that be TV, movies, or anything like that. We really kept those close to heart, and we kind of like to express the kind of things we grew up in. Like when we think of the 80s with movies and 90s, like not a lot of kids sort of cherish that as much as if that makes a lot of sense. Like there would be like one or two movies that everyone knew as a kid and that everyone grew up in. But now, if you sort of talk to people my age and you talk about the things that were popular then, more people are likely to remember it. At least that's just the people I talk to. They just remember the things that they grew up with, and sometimes they like to express that. A great example right now are Amiibos. These are Nintendo figures that you can sort of keep and collect and you can cherish them. Now, I didn't think they were going to be super successful when they first came out. Not because there was anything bad about it, just simply because at the end of the day, they're toys. I didn't know how many people were obsessed with toys, even if they were Nintendo. But yeah, they're successful and good for people who want to go out and collect them. Good for all those people. But now, if you grew up with the PlayStation, now you have your own lines. They're not exactly Amiibos, but they're kind of like them, just in terms of them being, figures from gaming. So we have some examples right here. I can see God of War and I can see Parappa the Rapper, but I can also see, new characters, new franchises such as Bloodborne. So that's great to see. I love seeing new characters that you're able to. So I hope that Sony is actually trying to get like more new characters, because that actually could make Nintendo, be a little bit worried. Try to be more competitive with their Amiibo lineup. But they have more characters. So I can see right here. There's a character from Tekken. I really don't know his name. I see Crash Bandicoot. I see Sackboy, and I see Parappa the Rapper, and I see the Wipeout. I guess the Wipeout ship or car. It's not really a car, so it's a ship. I don't really know. It's some sort of racecraft, something like that. But yeah, you can essentially buy these, and they're going for $10. Amiibos, I think, go for $13. So again, what can we take out of this? Well, people my age and sometimes a little bit older too. I've had some friends who are in their 30s and 40s and they still appreciate the media they grew up in. But we're seeing more and more of that now. We're seeing more of a younger generation who sort of kept what made their childhood good and continue along with that. And to me, that's great to see. I like seeing people, appreciate what they had before. And I hope we can continue to see that people simply don't forget what made movies good back then, or what made cartoons good, that we can remember those things. I don't want to see people remember them only in reboots, because reboots can only go so far in terms of preserving what made things great. But toys and figurines, they don't really need to do much. They just need to look like the characters that they're representing, and that's it. And these, they look like they have enough detail. Like a good example is Parappa the Rapper is actually flat. He is three-dimensional technically, but he's designed to look flat compared to the other figurines that we're seeing right here. So it's great to see that there is actually some sort of detail going on here. There's really not much else to this story, but I just felt like bringing it up simply because it is something of among like a trend. I know that these figurines involving games, they aren't doing very well, like Lego Dimensions and Disney Infinity. They got rid of that, actually. There's no more Disney Infinity. That was my bird right there. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we're sort of not, but this is something a little bit different. This isn't the same thing, so you can't really compare the two. And whether or not Disney Infinity and Lego Dimensions aren't a success, we're still going to see collectibles. We're still going to see figurines. We're still going to see people, wear their shirts whenever they want to. We're still going to see people, represent themselves in cosplays or whatever, those types of things. People are still going to express the love and joy that they have of video games. So I would like to know from you guys. Are you going to go out and buy these figurines? Do you think they're worth it? I mean, it's honestly, since the price is cheaper, I actually might go for some of these figures because they do actually look cool. There is actually enough detail. And actually, with my love of anime, I really wish that some anime figures were a little bit cheaper along these lines. I mean, they don't have as much detail as them, but come on, I really don't need that much detail when it comes to these types of collectibles. I really don't want to spend hundreds of dollars. So, you know, $10 is the perfect price. And honestly, one of the things I learned about Amiibos, or at least I thought about it, and they make actually perfect gifts for fans who are a little bit nerdy, but they don't have any of these items yet because they're so cheap. But at the same time, they look really cool. And I don't think you're gonna look like a cheap person for giving this kind of gift to someone. At least I don't think so. If someone gave an Amiibo to me or a Totaku from Sony, I really wouldn't mind it. So again, tell me what you guys think of this. Is this awesome? Is this bad? Do you think this is a bad trend going on, that we're just remembering everything? Is it a good thing? You know, I would love to hear what you guys think, and I would love to see what other content you guys want me to put on this channel. I'm really trying to get back into it after a long hiatus. I'm going to keep it, you know, similar like this. Most of my content is going to be like this, where the structure is going to be simple. The things I talk about are going to be simple, but I want to keep it in a realm where I'm starting a dialogue. I'm talking about things that can continue a conversation if people are willing to have that with me. So I hope I see you guys in the future. Expect more content from me. Subscribe to my main channel. I will put stuff up there very, very soon, hopefully. So don't go away. Take care, folks.